At first glance, old Betsy looked like a typical milk cow, a middle-aged Holstein with a sturdy pair of udders and a fiery cascade of red hair. But upon second glance, it was clear that there was more to this bovine. The herd was drawn to her presence, and those eyes with so much warmth and sorrow. Beside old Betsy stood Caledonia, a fellow middle-aged Holstein with enchanting eyes, and her wife of 14 years. They were more than married milk cows, they were souls intertwined, their bond a whispered legend among the herd. Many moons ago, Betsy's life was a chorus of joyous moos, her dozen calves frolicking at her hooves. But in a twist of fate's own making, this harmony was destined to be disrupted. Farmer Joe, a man whose heart was as vast as his herd, couldn't bear to abandon his beloved cows. So, one fateful spring break, Farmer Joe decided to journey to the gray sand beaches of Galveston, Texas, with his bovine family in tow, a caravan of 1,000 cattle trailers. Day one of travel was pleasantly uneventful, and Farmer Joe decided to stop at the Grand Canyon for the night. The cows were bewitched by the stark beauty of the desert, the moon casting silver spells over the landscape. Betsy and Caledonia, hearts full and eyes heavy, watched their young dance in the lunar glow. Before long, the velvet desert wind gently rocked them to a deep, dreamless sleep. At midnight, Caledonia's eyes snapped open, pierced by the mischievous giggling of human children. In the haunting glow of the moon she saw them, their small, goblin hands placing organic waste in a treacherous line between the slumbering cows and the canyon's gaping maw. A chill of dread swept through her. With a blood-curdling moo, she sounded the alarm, her voice echoing into the night. The herd stirred, a wave of confusion rippling through them. Betsy's eyes fluttered open, meeting Caledonia's gaze, which was fixed on the impending disaster. Understanding flashed in Betsy's eyes, and with a mother's desperation, she surged forward, her hoofs thundering against the earth, with each stride a race against fate. The devious human children operated with frightening precision. They reached the sleeping cow children and gently placed their shoulders under the calves' warm bellies before masterfully tipping them over. The cow children let out moves of shock as they tumbled down onto thousands of banana peels, slipping and sliding towards the abyss. Betsy's heart screamed in her chest as she raced across the field, but time, cruel and unyielding, was against her. She arrived only to witness the heart-wrenching sight of her beloved babies careening over the edge, their cries for their mother fading into the dark chasm below. For a moment, Betsy stood at the brink, her soul teetering on the edge. The urge to leap after her sweet little angels was overwhelming, a siren call to the abyss. But thoughts of Caledonia, of the love and life they shared, anchored her. She couldn't shatter what remained of their world. Caledonia joined Betsy at the canyon's edge, her presence a silent solace. Guilt weighed heavily on Caledonia, the burden of inaction, of a tragedy that could have been averted. Her hesitation cost them their world, and when their eyes finally met, the pain was unspeakable. The bond they shared, once a source of strength, now echoed with the pain of their shared loss. Betsy's eyes shifted from her companion towards the night sky. Her gaze traversed beyond the present, searching through time and space, seeking for her lost children in the stars' eternal expanse.